higher. She goes to Elizabeth Gray's home, has brown hair, acne scars, and she's well 6 feet tall when she wears her roller skates. I believe that she was involved in a murder 2 nights ago. And if not cutting or dragging, she might have not. And April, that's Sandra Katowitz's daughter. She was here last night and also the night before. She was here in the morning and her to stop playing in the blood of that woman, like it would say. I can't get her to stop eating those candies, notebook paper, those little doodles she's making. You know, like what you and I would consider. Apparently, they lowered the floor. Apparently, last staged relationships, and I would like to state there is no relationship with the once again, which happens. And I woke up with my tail this weekend. I can't remember the name of the motel. I think Federal Way or Kent. And it's a motel with a pool, and they serve a full of milk, etc., and sausages and pancakes. And that's where she and Jason will be over the weekend. Pool or spa, and she said they give 8 pillows. And it's $80 to $100 depending, because the people know them. Okay, way. Popular motel scenario, and one of the black nuns, a lot of activity this morning, so he was very much involved. Talking about a gun, and also they're talking about robbing me, and they're playing cutting off your welfare. It's not welfare, chemical fibromyalgia, ulcers, and I'm on Social Security. But Randy and the that their checks, maybe even their food. And where did they get in? Now they're all involved. They cut up 11 from 133, unit 329. So I was, and the gang member Whittier started bragging that they had injected me towards your bill. So he's pretending there's a bill. Now I would like to state here again, and remember I'm groggy and I'm waking up, and they brag about I can't look for a needle mark in the bathroom. To just show my back online. Maybe I could just, and I can't guarantee you could see it. Maybe I'll have, and then me when I'm leaving, don't show. And a bum's wants them, nobody likes them. I'm going to photograph and video them. Usually we hack. Oh no, she said we used to hack them up. Well, there's 2 of them, effeminate one, and is an drug looking thing with his pants down. He's growing very agitated. Do packaging for them. Of black people, tails, according to what they're boasting, and there's no way the intensive 13, actually very intensively 7 years, 8 years. Or where their investigation came on. And I do feel drugged. Ever over an hour, even more, because I was thinking about the murder victim and the flesh and then eating soup. So I mostly ate my, I had kind of, sometimes, so I thought, so they bragged that they could have hacked me up. That's typical. If you and you're unconscious, you will be, including, 13. Those cops were here, and then there was not of my guests. I don't have any guests. People that were with Gregory home, including Randy Whittier on meth, and a horse, of course, all, and he's 5'9". To hang out a couple weeks. There's some wooded, like under the bridge area of that area. Wanted down so, and I want people in the state, including involved in this, including the people interrupting me. So there's Randy Whittier. Let call herself Scar. She's got 2 kids, black nylon. This is Lisa Guthrie Avenue, and I 329, and I was telling that the gang members were bragging because my camera no longer broadcast, and my had flags, and so the gang members went to me, and I there's no way I'd be with anyone or the broadcast here. He said next time, so choose and down then. Well, there, which is used in the trade of often you can't tell you're being burned. Cooling station or out for a couple hours or even an hour and a half. Water usually, and if not, on the doorstep. One of the others that come, child molesters, slavers. We're talking about people who impersonate professionals and act out of their being politically correct about. If I want to say the word about someone, I want to call them a fag. I can't. So I'm going to have sympathy for anybody, whoever, and that means no political correctness. And I'm going to call transgenders fags. I will. Or transvestites. I will. As no, it's two genders, and they are called upon because they're stronger. Like Laness, she has a buddy that was here, possibly for the murder, I believe, or the rape. And the female, it's not a female. So they're bragging about girls, and there is what these bums like to do because they are part of you. She's having my baby. Now that event might be staged to give some sort of false permission about illegal surveillance. And there has been on me for 13 years. Once the gang wants you, well, if there's so what they all ST1 has happened. Well, the gang members, and remember Randy, there's a tri-court male. He was court 13. He sounds like an old lady or something. And he has and themselves, they're not allowed to give out keys. You're not allowed to give out your keys. You're not allowed, might even say do not duplicate right on the keys. Low income keys say do. Now, bums have had people rinse people's mouths after people have jammed penises in them. So sex with a black man. I find them all disgusting, and what I find in America, everybody's that's a zombie, and having you quote on your knees. So the three she's put out a book, by the way, about how to be a transgender. It's saying it's not well written. It's just brown break. groundbreaking. Remember, I'm groggy because just threatened my face, and somebody just made a noise in the janitor's room of pain or something, and she's making a face threat like injection. She's playing cut, and she's playing face won't come back again. None of these bastards are going to be coming back. I was drugged in my sleep. It's typical method, and the transgenders, let me get around to describing them. Lyness is ugly, and she's brown hair. She's ours. And she's these people. The reason why they go to women's shelters, by the way, is so they can get better treatment, and they're beaten up by men. There's nowhere else for them to go. But lose that male, it's not a utilize them to rape people. They're used, I believe, for their 70. Don't expect them to. They're going to look very good. Player, large build when she's around, and she will wear a lot of these like. And yesterday she was wearing something, or the day before was the day before she was wearing something for Halloween. It seemed to have like purple, and the costume looked like something that we were talking about. Lyness will wear mineral. Use this. It's not Wedgwood that you can find like the lawn, like a from Kid Valley. You have to cross the street from Kid Valley, or go up the street, or go up. Oh, no, wait. No, it's right near there. You cross the street to Kid Valley, and Kid Valley is sort of across the street or from this lawn. There's also a car place. So there's a car place there, and so that's the neighborhood Lyness lives in, and she lives, and she's this tall, flamboyant person with roller skates. She's a blood, and she's a rapist. She will use her penis, even though she is a transgender. And she portrays that she's helping them. It is, by the way, a professional pickpocket, and she's a professional thief, and she has proudly shown off her housebreaking tool. I've really seen lock picks up close. She had lock picks that looked maintained, and she'll even break into people's storage fence. She's bragged that to this one woman I was listening. She's not worried about going over one's stuff. So she's into major breaking and entry. So is Randy Whittier. But this other transgender, it's just a big poofy act where. And one of the horrifying ancestors, all your real ancestors. According to what I'm hearing, there's somebody boasting that Lyness was in on cutting up a 10 years old, probably a pedophile. This is common within the Bloods, and it might have been in New Orleans or here, and in the country. And by the way, I'm rather slow and drugged. They might have hit in 18 years. All you gang members shall have, and I'm going to make sure you even have fibromyalgia. And gay parade. Lyness, somebody took her people. She was corresponding with the kid. The kid and she were exchanging. I hate to call her she. Gifts, including maybe the kid was in Australia. She likes to write to people. 13. By the way, her relatives live. She's lived in England. So if contacts England, Scotland, Ireland, all of Washington, England, Ireland, and she is a pedophile, and she knows. said Elizabeth Gregory, but for, remember, University of Washington, and they have absolutely, used her because she is like off hair and a needle in college. If there's any missing, it should be the broadcasts of my. This is the only cast of me. Cast of in this apartment is my little smartphone, and I've been doing broadcasts now. The only legal broadcasts. Perhaps I should have the smart. They are thinking not. They think. Perhaps I will have now where the phone is based